We really took the open source theory and moved it center stage in how we develop products and how we utilize our clients and external designers at perfecting and improving things much more rapidly than you could ever hire a design department to do.
Le French Design est un laboratoire de tendance et un incubateur de l'habitat de demain. Le French Design 2059 réunit les réflexions de personnalités pertinentes pour transformer les marques créatives et imaginer un art de vivre plus agile, digital et durable.
My name is Jarl. I founded Stykka. We set out to reinvent the way we bring new products to market. Stykka is two things. One is a draw and design tool that helps designers price and cost and design in real time. So while you design, you see how much stuff will cost to manufacture. The other part of Stykka is a distributed manufacturing platform where we hooked up some of the best furniture manufacturing companies in the country to this platform. So in essence, we kind of let designers easily design and print for production, and then once they press Control P, stuff comes out of a factory and gets shipped to the client. Before Corona, we worked mainly with some of the best, some of the largest companies in the country, where we custom designed interiors with kind of their unique needs in mind. We participated in a DDC remodel program over a course of 9 months, where we got introduced to the tool set, and we got through a series of hands-on workshops where we kind of learned to think about open source and to try to kind of to look at open source from our unique perspective. So it was really interesting lesson for us to try to figure out how could open source at all fit in what we do. And it was a pretty amazing process, actually. They developed a really nice tool set that helped us to kind of weigh pros and cons and basically test that question from many different angles to try to figure out if that would suit us as a company. We always used open source, so we kind of knew what it was all about. But thinking about this in the hardware products, the designs we did was pretty new to us. So it was pretty impactful in letting us know that, I mean, it could in theory be a really interesting new way of thinking in the way we bring new products to market. But we actually never really got around to implementing it in a broader perspective until this year, where Corona hit. And that gave us the perfect platform to actually get to test this new idea of basically sharing everything we do as a design company with the world. Decided to try to figure out if there was, in this new situation, what could we find any pains we as a company could try to solve. And then quickly we came up with the idea of a little work desk for staying home, made in 100% recycled material that could be upcycled after you're done using it. So we took the vacuum of having nothing to do in our regular line of business. We just focused all our designers and all our internal efforts to try to solve a simple problem and bring a product to market really fast. So in less than 7 days from sketch, we had a product and the first sales through the web page. And the home table is the result of that. People have been really curious at helping us design and optimize the files. So we're actually at revision 27 of the table. So we're constantly revising the design with all the input we get from the community. So I think that's a really a key lesson. Another key lesson is we've actually been approached by manufacturers from at least 3 continents that instead of just stealing the design, they actually wanted to partner with us and produce in brand, actually selling as Stykka, but manufacturing for us all over the world. So I think that concept of you as a company owning your brand, but sharing your design. If you do the first part really well, manufacturers could, in essence, piggyback off your product and the branding you do, and then on brand help you spread the product to parts of the world that could otherwise be pretty hard to get. The product itself has been received amazingly throughout over the world. So due to the fact that we chose to open source the product, means that people, it seems, tend to, just look at the product in a different way, where this is a collaborative effort to make the perfect product. So when you frame it like that, people have, like, all over the world been reacting with fan videos, and somebody even did fan graphics, and they did assembly videos, assembly tutorials, really nice graphics to share. A lovely designer in Philadelphia cut her own with an X-Acto knife and shared a GIF online where she built the table. So, and also we've been approached with TV production companies from Japan that featured a 20-minute segment on the design itself in Denmark, just from a design perspective. So all this due to the fact that this product kind of got its own gravity, again, being open source. I don't think that would have happened if we just made a nice table. Also, we've been asked to do a home, like a tool for helping, parents cope with their kids, staying at home. How do you make a interactive learning environment at home? So we actually worked with a set of educational experts here in Denmark called Rosan Bosch Studio. They're quite well known. They've done projects in all of South America. They're really, really talented at coming up with ideas for you to engage with your children and to foster this really creative learning environment. And with them, also in cardboard as the stay-at-home desk, we developed this really nice kit of basically 4 different kits that you can then combine to build this really, really cool tactile learning environment that can be reconfigured and used at home. So in order to give, the kid and the concept of going to school at home, give this thing a physical place in the house or the apartment. So we designed this really reconfigurable little environment that people can again purchase or download and make themselves.
For us, the open source methodology is not only interesting in terms of like developing new product and inviting people to contribute to your design. It's also very interesting from a sustainable point of view, both in terms of like the whole sustainability of the business, but also in terms of environmental sustainability. To the business, it makes sense to open source products because it speeds up your innovation process and makes you being able to take products to market much faster than you would normally do, while also like keeping a quite small R&D or commercial team that develops new product, because you can sort of like harvest new knowledge from the community and from the makers or whoever contributes to the development of new products. From a sustainability point of view, if you open sources, you could do distributed manufacturing, which means you can produce locally with local materials. So you save a lot of CO2 in terms of like shipping and also like transporting materials all around the world, which is not very beneficial from the environment. But also you could say that by open sourcing your designs, you also prolong the life of the product itself, because you as a consumer, you have the production drawings for your furniture or whatever you bought, which means that if something breaks, like the leg on your table or a lamp or something, then you can go to like a local manufacturer and get a new one produced, because you don't need to order a new table and throw the old one out. So you actually you prolong the life of the product itself, which is also beneficial from an environmental point of view. We had like a lot of of course, concerns about what would happen if you give away like your knowledge away for free, like your designs for free. Will you get copied? Will somebody steal your design and claim it as their own? So that was definitely one of the challenges. So should we patent our designs or how do we protect it? But in the end, we decided just to try to give it away for free and open source it to see, will this business model work? We gave away the production files for free. A lot of producers, both in Mexico, Switzerland, Germany, and Australia, contacted us because they wanted to produce under license. So it actually turns out quite the opposite, right? If you invite people to produce your design, you start developing new partnerships with them.
I have to say now that we got a chance to really test the concept of open sourcing design and sharing what we do with our and try to foster a community around the products we do. It's been tremendously successful. It has using open source as a key parameter in the way we bring products to market has sped up the process a lot. It has helped us gain traction towards working with many different designers. And also it has reflected very positively on us as a brand.
And I think that's a very important point. If you do open source business model, there needs to be something in it for everybody in order for this to work, right? It needs to be, you don't do it only for the greater good. Maybe that's some of it, that could work in some extent, but I think you need to be willing to share the economical benefits of this new product. Otherwise, it's not going to work, right? There needs to be some in it for everyone in order to make the participation worth it. I think for us, it's, as Jarls mentioned, it's a way of speeding up our innovation process within the company. By open sources, we invite other designers to participate and contribute to our innovation process. So we don't have to come up with all the good ideas ourselves. We get input from the community. And as mentioned previously, we managed to do 27 versions of a design in just 4 months, which is, I think, is quite unheard of. You've never been able to do that in a normal company. And from a business point of view, I think for us, we've been testing it out to see if it's actually a sustainable business model, because you could question that if you give your, I think for most companies concerned, core part of your business, the whole innovation and design, if you give that away for free, then how do you make money? But I think by testing it, we actually proved that it's possible to still open source your design and still actually make a sustainable business out of it, which has been quite interesting for us. So that's something we're going to continue to do with all our products going forward.
How do you make money on a product that you allow people just to copy? I think it's really interesting to kind of, as a design company, figure out what can open source work for you. So in our case, we did the cardboard table. We also shared all the drawings. We did that out of 2 simple reasons. We knew it's not gonna pay all our salaries, but it was a really fun design experiment for us to try to bring a product to market really fast. In that respect, it made total sense in order to get the product out the door really quickly. We basically took our clients and we told them this product is not finished, but this is as perfect a product as we can do in this amount of time we have available. We decided to open source the product and we quickly got selling the product. So open source for us has been a really amazing way to basically take and draw in our customers in the design process, quickly asking them for feedback, quickly implementing the feedback, and quickly doing a revised version of the desk. So people just want something that's nice and they want it quick. So if you could provide them with easy access, in this case, we did a web page with Apple Pay. You could just, with your face, pay for the table and you'll have it shipped to you worldwide in less than 2 days. Maybe that is the key factor to think about here. Instead of trying to protect your design, people just want, ease of access and convenience. Wow, it's Paris! Those key learnings we had from these 2 products, we kind of moved that into the way we approach all the new products we will be launching over the next 6 months. So we basically identified 5 key demands in the market. And for every one of these, we're going to open source fully all the drawing sets. And we're going to ask for our clients and our customers to help us in perfecting the product going forward. We really took the open source theory and moved it center stage in how we develop products and how we utilize our clients and external designers at perfecting and improving things much, much more rapidly than you could ever hire a design department to do. French design.